Thanks for joining in for this really cool acrylic pour art on pottery project. This is a very messy one, so we do recommend putting down a surface to work on and wearing some art clothes that you don't mind getting messy. So I did this project a little bit backwards. After filming the tutorial and getting this sample done, I realized that it didn't really make much sense to paint the inside of this box black first because a lot of the paint from the pouring portion got inside the box and I had to do a second coat. So this tutorial is going to be a little bit backwards, but basically after you've done the pour portion of this project, you're going to want to let it dry for up to 24 hours. It does take a long time for that paint to fully dry because it is really thick. Then you're going to go back and you are going to paint the inside of the box. It's very easy, very straightforward. So you can fast forward through this section and just know that when you're done doing your pour art and it is completely dry, you are going to, at the very end, paint the inside black. Okay friends, the moment you have all been waiting for. We are going to start preparing our pouring mixture. So what you're going to do is you are going to take your paint from the 2-ounce containers and you are going to pour it into the larger cup. What you're going to want to do is layer the colors. You know, you could do 1, 2, 3, you can do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna look cool no matter what way you pour it into this cup. Just know that whatever color you put on the bottom or whatever color you use the most of is gonna be the color that comes through the most. Now you're going to want to make sure that you are not using all of the paint that is in those 2-ounce containers. You're going to want to leave at least half of the paint in those cups because we're still going to have to use it on the top. So you're not going to see me do this in the video, but what you want to do before you start pouring over your pottery is you have an empty 2-ounce cup. You're going to want to stick that inside of the bottom of this box with the open side downward. That way you can kind of stick your hands inside of that cup to move the base of the box around. This part is so messy, so as a warning, you are going to get your hands dirty. You're gonna want to pour your paint mixture over the different sections, the different corners of the star box, and you're going to want to let it drip over the styrofoam mat that was included in your kit. You're going to repeat the process of pouring and shaking until you've run out of paint in your cup. And once that happens, you can just add a little bit extra to get all those leftover spots. Once you've covered most of your box and wouldn't really make sense to pour more paint over it. You're probably going to be left with a couple of sections that the bisque, the pottery, is still showing through. You can use a paintbrush to fill those spots in, or you can pick up some of the extra poured paint on that styrofoam tray and just add it onto the box. Once it's done, you're going to put it down on that styrofoam with the 2-ounce cup down. And you're going to let it dry. Again, like I said, it will probably be 7 to 24 hours. You might want to come back to this project the next day. So once you're done with the bottom of the box, go wash your hands. You're going to stick the second 2-ounce container onto the bottom of the top lid. And you're going to repeat the process of pouring. Again, if there are any white spots, you can use your brush to touch them up. This project is so messy, so please, please, please be careful. Okay, friends, so now that you have waited a long time for your project to dry, now we can add some of those gold details. What I did is I used the back of my paintbrush to add polka dots around the edge of the bottom of the box. Using the back of your paintbrush is a really good technique for getting perfect polka dots. Once you're done with your polka dots, you can put that box to the side and you can start decorating the top of the box. You can see in my video, I used my thin detail brush to outline the Star of David on the top. But really, you could do whatever you want with that gold paint, but don't cover up too much of that pour. You worked really hard for it. Once your gold paint is completely dry, you can use the clear gloss glaze to seal your project. It'll give it a really nice shiny look and you'll be done. I hope you had fun making a mess, making this really beautiful and unique project that you'll keep forever. Happy holidays, and we'll see you soon.